today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is his ability to be accurate from the pocket.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the ground, this is Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 83 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff. They just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
On first down, Weber, space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Here's Weber. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Woodard. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
That ties the game at 3-3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around, probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Running with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
2nd and goal.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
6. Packers 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Operating from the gun. Woodard throwing the out route and complete. That's Murray. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Check 52, 49, check 49, check.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Whip, whip, whip,
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
No gain on the
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
48, come on. Get ready. 19, Mike. Mike 48. Wild Bill, wild.
From the gun, Woodard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From a yard out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
at their own 21-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it. And the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
How?
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on the punt.
Typical Mick joining the party without having his headset on or plugged in. Sheesh.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now.
He's got it plugged in and he's on mute.
The victory last week, that was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well.
Calm down.
Set to go here, 1st and 10.
Wow.
Sounds just like you.
Now a handoff.
You winning?
Running back.
Throw me off my game or something?
The ball carried by
Maybe.
3 yards
Is it
on the
working?
pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I
Fuck
don't
you.
know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked
Go
up,
back to looking at your
found a
nuts.
little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Woodard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that
I got
contact,
others.
but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Since when does that ever happen?
They head to the line
you plugged
facing
in?
a
That's
3rd and 7
baloney.
following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I've never seen that happen before.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice
I'm
pickup
gonna
on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Are you playing?
Ravens.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
I don't remember him being too tough.
He takes this just a few yards shy
Yeah,
of the
but
red
I don't
zone
want to
before
not have
going
a
out.
spike.
11 more
That's
yards.
Yeah,
that goal
yeah, no,
line, a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways?
Sucks.
In this
Not really
case,
nothing.
you got to back
No,
who's
but
quick
it
and
doesn't seem like he's
shifty.
doing
Make
anything.
moves, make
I mean,
people
I've
miss,
had
but also
guys
gets to and through
in the
a
right
hole
position.
before it can close down.
Especially in the
That's some of the
middle of the
benefits of
field.
that
It's still
speed, not just
comfortable.
outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Oh,
And
you
he
kidding
fires
me?
one that's intercepted.
No.
Picked off
Fuck
at the
that guy come
21. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That sucks.
That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah,
Pick six.
because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Didn't really like how my game went.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but
Too many mistakes, and
Yeah, you're
just
right. They took out of
didn't
their
feel
hands
good.
having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard.
I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do on
It's a lot
offense.
easier. You see it, you call it.
I was.
Now a give right side. It's Russell.
Yeah, well, what I wanted to do wasn't working, so I did change it up.
They're able to get him behind the line. Officially,
Having
it's
trouble
a
running.
1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef.
No.
They want to run the football.
I can't now. I just signed him.
Run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
I'm not getting good enough
We
blocking.
saw the result, negative yardage.
And I think it might have to do with my tight ends.
Tight ends. Look at dude.
Yeah, I do a lot of outside runs.
2nd and 11. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You shouldn't do outside
The
runs.
reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Exit 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Back to throw. Woodard firing quickly.
Aren't you
here,
feeling
that's
peppy
complete.
today?
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Fuel still has to play his game, right?
To a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation, it paid off.
yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot. So you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
Another carry for the running back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Russell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action. Woodard. Completion here to Claypool. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers
Did you see any of my game?
The lead.
Got freaking shafted on a catch. They ruled him out of bounds, but he freaking got 3 feet in.
They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gonzalez good.
Nah, he fucking caught it. Got both his feet down, and then he took another step. And then he stepped out of bounds. They ruled it out. And I challenged it. Yeah, and they still upheld it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they
So then I had to fucking go for it on 4th down. I got it. I think I ended up throwing a pick on that drive, though.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 24-yard line.
Threw a pick, and then I stopped them, and I got a punt return touchdown.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And look at
Probably the best part of my game that I had was my freaking punt return. 158 yards in punt return yards.
We're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines
68 on the touchdown.
Jackson hit,
There we
and he
go,
lost the
making
football.
fumble.
And this is going to be Packer football.
Keeping a spy on him.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it not.
My formations are so fucked up, too.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around.
I did. I went in and looked, and everything's the way it's supposed to be, but they still are putting a fucking linebacker out wide for me.
Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
You must have a double. No?
Nope, because it's not the same guy every time.
And fumble recovery. Now they go screen. It's complete.
I got a fucking wide receiver that's in a different spot too.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I went through before my game, checked all my formations.
And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen,
and they seemed
sent
good.
a message to the defense. Rush the
Unless I just
passer all you
overlooked
want,
something,
but you better
but
be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
I'm still having trouble putting Derwin James as an X factor. It's taking him out.
Woodard. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of
I
the
remember,
end zone.
like I said,
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game,
Forget what it was.
the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Super X factor cornerbacks at a time. Not at a time, but I couldn't.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
In there. I forget which one. Oh, damn it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where
Run out of time in the quarter.
EA Sports halftime report.
Or is that the goal line?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for...
You want the third quarter already? No
you don't
problem.
need those
Let's do it. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Yeah, you should have seen mine unless you looked at Brad. Holy shit, I didn't even know it was that bad.
To extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Like I said, it was not a good game. The score does not reflect the good game.
Things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done.
A couple defensive touchdowns. I had a safety.
So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Obviously the punt return. So I had a lot of non-offensive scores, and I missed a lot of freaking kicks.
And he goes down. Give the sack to
Extra
Lorenzo
points.
Carter.
Well, partner, we know
I don't know what was going on. I was trying to kick it soft to keep my accuracy up, and he was still fucking up. Part of it was me, but I was still missing it. Pissing me off. Just everything about the game just didn't feel good.
Really setting the tone for this third quarter. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction
pathetic, because I started off 29 to nothing.
Get ready for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first
And then I freaking gave up
what trying to accomplish because they were
work?
compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in
Gave
the
up
works. And that incompletion
he dumped it over the top of my head, my corner's head, for a seam down the sideline.
Throwing on third and long.
For a touchdown.
He's got Adams on the
And then I let him get close enough to kick a field goal, and then I gave up a freaking, how'd that work? Gave up a 90-something, 92-yard pass.
But they allow the conversion.
I got greedy and went for a hit stick, freaking totally missed.
They would be looking his way, and they did.
So it was my fault.
And a first down. I think the defense
I tried doing it with my safety, so he was the last line of defense.
Anything to keep the ball in his hands.
So within like 2 minutes, they were right back in it.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because
That was all right before half.
Past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Through what, 5 picks, 4 picks, had a fumble.
Shedding through the tackle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well,
barely could pass.
Credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
Well, you're running out of time, but you're making me hit, dude.
Runs, taking their time,
you
making it work.
The first down run got 5.
I don't know.
Here's second and 5.
I made you run out of time.
Oh, gotcha.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's
Scored
exactly
what
happened.
Tie it in the bottom of the 9th.
To throw on third down. Woodard. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
So far, it's not going well.
You wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
But I started off like this last year, so maybe I can settle down.
The option to the right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You just go straight.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, like that, he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
Yeah,
when that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
17.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good return here.
No, my guy left over a guy that was falling down in front of him.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown.
Yeah,
sometimes
then they lost
it's
an
just
extra
a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On the give, this is their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
I'm with him as my fullback. I have him as my power back. That's pretty good. He's fast too. So.
A give to the fullback on the dive.
I made the Double-A All-Star game as a pitcher.
As he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Hope so.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
How long's Sternum? Just a game, right?
Yeah.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First few plays or whatever.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it?
You ever Russell?
Their will on the defense was that 5 straight
runs?
That's
right. Yeah.
5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Woodard on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I mean, just as me, but yeah.
Yeah.
They run the counter. Russell, he will push his way down to about the 14.
Number 28.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
Damn it, why the fuck didn't the catcher get that?
Done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
And run all the way to fucking home plate.
And get your eyes in the wrong place. But
You
you're
just
right about
stood
that
there.
one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
What?
Off the bootleg. Woodard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Jesus.
Another failed red zone.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it.
Jeez,
that's
you're
about
gonna
as
have
bad a
a
miss as you
percentage
can
like
have.
me.
Now Jackson on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Can't make any of my pitches.
First down.
Just threw the ball
From
away
the
too.
gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about
I gave a 30-yard run to Mayfield in my game. Same thing on an option. All my guys bit on it too. There must have been 4 guys watching the running back in the backfield, and they all went to him. Freaking Mayfield, took that.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you
Won
going
your
to put a
first game,
smaller
right?
corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why
I've been doing pretty good with Wheaton as my return man.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Getting good blocks.
To answer working from
It's got to be the return stat. Because I was using Cyrus Jones last year. He didn't have a great return stat, but I was using him because I didn't care if he got hurt. But I wasn't getting any blocks with him. And then, now that I'm using Wheaton, he's getting blocks. I'm actually able to get up to a 25 from the end zone.
Before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
I was using McBride last year. Something about it.
I think it goes back to like the ball carrier vision and stuff like that, where it just sets up blocks. Which doesn't make sense why the ball carrier vision sets up blocks, but whatever.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Russell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's going to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it?
Not this catcher, not necessarily.
Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the catcher made it.
No reason to lighten
In
up
the
now.
All-Star game, I thought.
Oh, no, I already played it.
Oh.
I only pitched 2/3 of an inning.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Now this catcher can't ever throw anyone out at second when they steal.
He's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
I mean, I know it's double-A, but still.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fuck.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
How much time left?
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Oh, I've been meaning... Actually, I meant to ask Dad, but I keep forgetting. Do you guys have a new town manager?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this.
I saw way back, I saw a post on Facebook about it. And I've been meaning to ask Dad about it. I just keep forgetting.
And this one goes
I
nowhere.
thought this guy
Losing
was
yardage back
staying.
at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Woman from town, which got me thinking, why didn't they just hire her in the beginning?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yep.
I probably just missing something.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Any idea who it is? Do you recognize the name?
Incomplete.
Which one?
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field,
The one that's supposed to be.
I expect someone to catch no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually
I
a
don't.
great amount
I know
of bodies
Dad
in that
said
part of
who
the
she
field.
was. I don't
In this
know her.
case, no one came up with it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
It got me thinking
And he will lose
a few weeks ago when we had those thunderstorms come through on that Wednesday night. That was at work. I stayed late. We ended up working. And I was working on this tree. And it was down across the road. And this guy and another guy were walking towards a house with a couple gas cans. And he's just looking at that. I mean, the thing was completely across the road.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
And this guy looks at me, he's like, man, he's like, you guys look like you got a lot of work cut out for you. I was like, yeah. He's like, did anyone call the city to come help you guys? And I was like, I don't know, I got told that either they're tied up or this isn't something for them, because it was a private tree, it was just in the road.
Yeah.
But I think they might have been tied up doing other stuff. But anyways, he made a comment about, he's like, yeah, he's like, shame on this town manager or whoever's in charge here for the DPW. He's like, I'm the town manager in another town, and I tell you what, there'd be hell to pay if the DPW wasn't here. I got thinking to myself, like, just because they're not here doesn't mean they're not out doing something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
know,
hate,
you had a bunch of
I'd hate
storms.
to know, like, what town you're a town manager for, because I'd be a little worried if I was someone running that DPW, because they're not doing what's up to your standards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his
He didn't elaborate. I wanted to ask him what town, because I was curious, but I don't think he would have elaborated, because he did say it was just another town that he was town manager for. So
Yeah.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. He's like, just.
Off the play
He's like, shit's going on. They don't have to be right here. This isn't the only place where stuff's happening.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Is that J.C.
CD,
Jackson?
I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips
Ravens?
on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown
Not
that
unless he
ball.
got signed there. I traded Jackson to the Jaguars. Last I knew he was there.
On the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative
Did he have a star?
and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start with the option.
Jackson had a star last I knew.
And the Packers pick it up.
I'm pretty sure I saw
And
him.
that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game,
it was only in the
and
replay,
leave no
so
time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what?
I'm pretty sure that he's still with the Jaguars. I think I had looked in the off-season. I was going through other teams, looking to see what was out there for players, and I think I still saw him there.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Yeah, because Hannah bought a new gun, so I bought a new gun.
That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do.
No, actually hers is already decked out.
Find your way into the end zone.
But
Gonzalez able to tack on
I can customize mine.
They will take a 7-point
Not
lead.
that she can't, but hers has already got extra parts. She bought hers private sale. Or is buying it private sale. We had she had put in an order for 2 ARs way back beginning of the year, and she went through a former co-worker in Belchertown. He retired. He used to be the armorer for Belchertown, and the company that he used to outfit the cruisers with their rifles, he recommended her, and she put 2 orders in, but it fell through because she couldn't get the parts to make them. So she had one of her former coworkers in Amherst, works for Troy, which is a rifle company in West Springfield. Actually, they've been in the news lately. They're moving to Tennessee, Clarksville. Troy.
That brings up the big question.
Troy Defense. They're moving. They're sick of Massachusetts gun laws.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yeah, they're having a hard time with their sales because they obviously can't sell privately unless you're hot. They're moving to Tennessee. Anyways, so she had a former coworker that works there, so she got a rifle from him within like 2 weeks of ordering. So I'm just buying that one off of her, and she's buying the outfitted one from other coworker.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's got to stay in her name though, because I can't legally own it.
26 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards,
new law went in, signed by the Attorney General a few years back, that no private citizen can own an AR-15. Only cops, law enforcement, and people with machine gun licenses.
Take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm taking the state police test next month.
You are?
Yeah.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers.
Doing it on a Wednesday morning, though, that kind of sucks.
For the Ravens, it goes for 18.
I don't know if they're just trying to make it more available for other people or what, because last time I took it, it was on a Saturday.
He was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
See if anything comes of it.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his
June
game.
23rd.
All that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Just keeping options open. Don't know if I'll do anything with it, but
yeah.
And he goes backwards here.
I heard that they weren't changing their scoring at all, but they've had only, well, as of like 3 weeks ago, I had heard an unofficial number of only like 580 applicants in the state.
So it's Raven football here.
They normally have
They face a critical
I think they normally have like 15,000 or something.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Everywhere is hurting though. West Springfield usually has West Springfield usually has like 2,000 applicants. They had 10.
Yeah, I know. I heard actually.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
There's frickin'
Jackson to throw.
Where did I just see it?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 87.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the
Damn, I don't
Ravens
remember
are
where
an
I just
extra
saw it, but
point
they're-
away from tying the football game.
They want to hire.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to
Oh no,
send it to
there's
overtime.
attorneys
No matter what, I know
that are
there's an
seeking
inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here.
people
but
that
if you
have
miss
had
it, you don't give your defense a chance
interactions
at
with
all.
the Springfield
Well, it's been a good
PD
game. I want to see
because they're
overtime.
trying
I'm
to
selfish.
You obviously don't have a fight to catch.
Tomorrow.
catch
So here
any of
comes
them
the
doing
kickoff
something
now,
wrong.
Even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
Damn,
26-yard line.
these guys are freaking
About
raking
set
on
to
me.
get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He did get me.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm not paying attention well enough.
Off play action. Woodard. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Oh, man.
They'll keep it on the ground. Russell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails. Kind of
just turn you
down
on.
a little bit.
A 36-yard attempt.
I hate this. I picked 2 clocks over 2 o'clock. And it still only brings it to 20.
Yeah, it does that for the field
it
goals
does.
or any time that you have a moving thing.
Oh shit. It took too long.
And they're not going to get
It's
the
not
kick
like
off in
normal,
time.
Oh no.
You gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on.
And that'll
5
be
yards.
accepted, of course.
Yeah, I
and
killed
that moves
more
him
time
back
that way.
5.
Oh.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Ravens 31.
There you
So
go.
it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on him, it'd be up in the 300s right now. And he's out right at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Chiefs signed Michael Pittman.
Jackson on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Packers.
I don't know if he actually fumbled that.
That's what I was thinking too.
It looked like he let it go and he was on the ground.
He did.
Nice. Don't do anything dumb.
Following the fumble recovery. Woodard caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Red zone attempt.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A field goal safer. Can you imagine if you throw a pick six?
Fuck you.
From the 13 now,
Just
they
saying,
work on first
field goal
and 10.
safer.
I don't know field goal.
Yeah, I understand that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Oh.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to
10 yards.
2-0.
Rushing, nice.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They do downstairs.
It's that loud? Is it in your house? In your apartment?
No, if the windows are open.
Oh.
He's got a high-pitched bark. Where's Ayuk? Ayuk.
Just one catch, I guess. I felt like I threw more for him, but I kind of switch back and forth of who I use. Don't always use both of them.
Yeah, I know. You started off with Adams last year and then kind of switched over to Ayuk. Jackson. Who is he? Oh, that's your Jackson.
Oh,
No, well, it's slower for me. I'm still looking at a ways away.
I know. What do you look?
So I saw.
I don't have a Jackson. Oh, I do have a Jackson.
Adoree Jackson.
What
But
were
who
you
was their
looking at?
Jackson?
Oh,
I
you
saw
were
the
looking-
A Jackson, but
Oh.
I realized it was your guy.
I'm getting there.
I know. Well, I can't tell where you are because it's slow on my
You'll
screen.
see it when I show you. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I don't know where you are right now.
Yes, you do. I'm on the same as you, Kenny Clark.
Now, because you've been there for a while.
Yep. Oh, Josh Jackson. I don't know who that
How many years experience?
is. 6? 7?
No idea. You didn't have a touchdown?
With what?
Defensively?
No. All I had was those fumble recoveries that were just me diving on them. So, that's it. No picks or nothing. Barely threw it, but I started out slow last year too with my picks. Don't worry. Plenty of time.
This is one